What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're messing with the van. I got a good battery. I think it's good. I don't know if it's good or not. And I got some weird little clamps I found. I'm gonna cut the corroded ends off the side post terminals and put these on there. We'll see if it'll crank. If I can get it to crank over on its own, I'll take it down to the barn, start stripping parts off of it. I got an idea. Thought about saving the cutting the fenders off, or maybe just take them off. I'm not sure. Cut them off, make some wall art down the front. Use the grill and the hood and the front fenders. Make me a little wall hanger. Beautiful Saturday. Weird clamps. I don't know. I found them in a toolbox or something. Hard telling. I'll probably pull the motor out even if it don't turn over, just because the stuff's getting hard to find, but I won't be as energetic about it. There's all kinds of parts here if they're any good. Hydro boost, radiator. This motorhome ran and drove in here, so there was never any real big problems with it. It just sat. Let's see what we got. Scared me. No headlights. It's kind of weird. Well, the other day at least I had headlights. Well, yeah. There's some headlights. Did you hear that? I heard it. Cranked right over. Will it start? I think it'll fire right up. Can't get the... Personally, I've seen enough to know it'll run. Probably just got some corrosion on the rotor button or something. But the other day we couldn't even get to do that. But I know it'll turn over. And it's got antifreeze. The oil looks good. I think this is a good donor motor transmission, at least to get it out and get it in the other vehicle, get everything set up, build motor mounts, build transmission mount, get a drive shaft built. Use whatever we can out of here. May not be much, maybe a few things, but whatever we can use, we will use, even if it's hose clamps. So that's good. We're gonna start get it down to the barn and start disassembling it. Make scrap out of this thing, get the motor and trans out of it. We'll take junk and turn it into something real good. That's good news. Wyatt's the only one here, so he's the one who help steer it down to the barn. The next one's that one. That's got a 454, carbureted 454, at least a 400 in it. It may be bigger. 475, turbo 475. Some of those motorhomes had weird stuff. I wish it had a 4L80 in it, but it does not, so I don't know. Let's fire this up, let it run for a minute. Split for heat, you'll never be cold. All right, well, now we just need to get a driver. Next time you see this thing, you probably see it again, but you're gonna see that motor running. A little 40 Chevy pickup truck. It's gonna be great. We'll show you how to do it economically. We'll catch up with you here in a few minutes. All right, another day, another piece of junk. Here we are. We are to the engine. We can finally see it. I put the battery on it, cranked it over. It cranks over good. So I know I can make this motor run. It's just been sitting for a little while. Oil looks good. It had antifreeze in it. So the motorhome was junk, and this is where we're at. Down to the hard part. So I gotta get in here and get the motor mounts loose, jerk the fan off, get these power steering lines loose, and try to take some weight off that motor. I guess I'm gonna take the transmission out the bottom and the motor out the top. I don't think there's any way I can get them out together, so I'm gonna try to get the motor stripped down, get the carburetor off, get me a plate where the carburetor is, and I can reach my forks in there. Hopefully get this air compressor off here, stuff out of the way. Gonna take as much of it off as I can, because I'm not gonna reuse hardly any of it. Just the alternator and pulleys and stuff. The rest of the stuff, even the intake and carb's gonna come off. So best way to get out of here is the quickest way, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna grab a wrench and start to wrenching. I'm gonna change my shirt though. I thought I had turbo 400 in it, but it's got a 350, maybe even a turbo 375. They did some weird stuff in motorhomes. Either way, it's going to work perfect. Anyway, it's going to work good for what we're doing. Probably wonder, why is he taking the fan off? Well, because it's a pain in the butt. Get some line wrenches, get those lines off there. I bet I can take this power steering box and put it in my 68. I bet it fits right in there. No quadrajet for the last time. Let's get a pull plate on this. I think my only shot is just to lift it up enough to get it out. So I've got this. I'm going to sneak around there and I'm going to put this on there. Plus that'll seal up the engine so I can stop for the night. This is going to go right where the carburetor was. All right. We're getting there. All right, well, fortunately we're running out of daylight. It's real hard to see. See if I can't pop these spark plug wires off. We're going to wrap it up for the night. See in here, there's so much stuff on these emissions motors. Everything I can get off of it though, help me pull it. Less stuff to break, more stuff I could reuse. We're doing this in the spirit of hot rodding. What can we reuse? How cheap can we do it and still have a decent product? Can't get those off, man. You can't work on these things. Mean it. But I'm not a big fan of the van. Alright. We're going to reuse all that. Now you can get down to it. We're going to reuse the kickdown cable. We want to save that. Turbo 350. Got all the bolts out but one. We'll get rid of this oil sending unit. We'll go to mechanical gauges, so that we'll just leave that in there for now. We got new valve covers. I got aluminum intake. We're going to put headers on it. So yeah, tomorrow I'll have this motor out. I'm going to drop the transmission out from the bottom, pull the motor out. I'm going to put them right back together. And we're going to clean it up. It's going right in that 40 Chevy. I know traditional mounts aren't going to work, so I'm probably going to build something off the front, kind of like a 57 Chevy. Come out of there to the front. We'll see when we get it out, but I'm excited. It don't look like much, but that's going to save us thousands of dollars right there on parts and motors and anything. We'll get the little sucker running like a top. Catch back up tomorrow. What's going on, everybody? It's Monday. It's beautiful. I'm tired of messing with it. I've only got about 3 hours maybe total in what you see here. But I got a lifting plate on the motor. I got to get in here, get the motor mounts off real quick. I'm going to take transmission out separate. So I'm going to jump over there and get that loose. I got all the plug wires off. So we're doing a little thing here, trying to relate to the common man, which is what we are. Low buck build up. You know what you can do with your mind and your hands and good deals. Everybody's wanting to find a good deal. So we got the 40 Chevy, got about $3,000 in that purchase price with the clear Ohio title, and everything's been sandblasted and put back in primer. There's a lot of meat on that bone. $3,000's a good deal for that truck. That being said, there's a lot that goes into that. That truck's, let's be honest, 150 hours away from going down the road. And that's if we worked on it 150 straight hours and had things that we needed to finish it, which we don't. But we got this. And do I know if it's any good? No. Is it worth the risk? Yeah. So last night I was over there, and it's actually a remanufactured motor. I don't really know if that's any better. I was banking on a 80,000 mile 350 4-bolt main, hopefully. It says on the bottom 350-040, so it may be a 40 over 350 Jasper remand at some point in time. Whoever changed it did a good job, because I cut it. They didn't, so that's where we're at. Gotta get the torque converter loose from the flywheel, 3 bolts. I got all the bell housing bolts out but one. So really get that loose, clean up my mess, push it forward, get train jack under it, hook the forks to it. Hopefully it won't take too long. So let me grab some tools and get on it. I really don't want to take the fuel pump off. I know I got to take the starter off, so probably try to do that one from the back. Heck of an oil fill tube. Well, it's time to go underneath. Every socket, wrench, bolt, everything we can think of, and it still won't be enough. All right, we're underneath. It sucks under here too. Get my safety glasses on. See if I got enough wrenches. So many wrenches. Man, oh man. This sucks. I always know it's gonna suck. And then it sucks. Right here. If you need a torque converter bolts, you're going to open up a book, call Jegs. They're going to be 20 bucks. Right here. They're free. Reuse them. They don't go bad. I don't think it'll come out of there. That bumper on there. The strap is just to keep the chain from coming off the forks. Well, the baby is out. The old motorhome had a baby. Now, I'll be honest with you. Was it worth it? We don't know yet. But is it going to run? We don't know that either, but we are going to make it try. If anyone could get it running, I could get this running, and I think it'll run. So.
And it was a free motor, so. Just, well, not free. It costs you your time.
Yeah. So what you could expect, you know, you could have done this with cherry picker. I did it with hand tools and a few impacts, sawzall. I ruined it, you know, but that's all right. That was the point. Get it out as quick as possible. I'm going to scrap the thing. I'm not done yet. I'm going to pull the motor mounts out, the towers there on, get the transmission out from under it. It's all loose. I'm going to rob as many parts as I can. It's got a tilt column in it. I'm going to take the power steering box. You get the point. It's just producing parts. Starter, battery cables, hoses. So
anything we can use, we're going to try to use. That's the point.
We're going to keep a tally of how much this costs. We're making money at this point because $3,000 for the investment of the initial truck. And then here's this. I got valve covers. I got intake. I got carburetors we can fix. I got everything but a set of headers, but we'll need those once we get in the truck. But we're making money, so all the stuff I don't need will go in the scrap trailer, and when I get the column and the brakes and everything off of it, this will go in the scrap trailer, and that'll be money back towards the project. And then we're trying to we haven't talked about a final budget, but we're just going to try to do it.
We're just going to do it as skinny as we can, man. Just see what you can do. We don't really have a budget, but we're just trying to stay as low as we possibly can so we can show everybody that no matter what you got, you can try to do something with it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works out. We don't know if it'll work out, but that's roll the dice.
Yeah, what we're trying to say is don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
Just get up and get something going. I don't know if it'll work, but the tags are 2003.
2003.
So it at least ran then.
Yeah.
So 20 years it's been sitting. It cranked over. We'll get all this off of it with a shop vac and start tearing it down to the block. I'm going to leave the heads on it. I'm going to pull the intake off. And we'll put the distributor in time before we pull it out. But we might try to paint it. But honestly, it's not going to... You know, it really needs to get hot. You need to get this engine warm, get all that grease to, then paint it, maybe. But that's we're not even worried about
I'm
that.
not even worried about that. That's down the road. Who cares? We need to see if it runs. We just want to drive the truck. So this is one step closer to driving the truck.
I'll probably put the transmission right back on it. That way they just stay together, and I can put them in that truck together. It's easier that way. It just saves a lot of time, I think. But I want to get these manifolds off. The bolts are all messed up. Those are going to fight me. I'll probably break some bolts. Those suck. I won't deny that. But
so if you guys have ever tried anything like this, tell us what your experience was in the comments. Let us know what you ran into, or what was good or what was bad, or if you think we're crazy. We know we're crazy. It's
what's the true definition of a maniac? What is
Insanity.
Insanity.
Doing the same thing over and over with the same result.
I make myself want to puke. I've grown up around a campground my whole life. This campground was here before I was born. How many times do you think I've done this? I knew better. That's why you get angry, is when you do something that you know better than to do. But hey, it's out. But the party's just beginning. I gotta finish tearing it apart and get it into small enough pieces to scrap. And I do got a few pieces for sale. Driver's door is perfect. It's a van door. The hood's in good shape. I'll probably keep those around. If anybody needs
I thought we should keep those mirrors.
I'm going to take the mirrors off, but I'm going to hold on to them.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I think you should keep the mirrors for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what we've been up to.
No more vacations in this baby.
I don't even want to look at it. It's so gross in here.
I'm going to get the pedals out. I'm going to get the brake cylinder off of it and everything. Anything that I think I can keep, we'll save, and the rest will go back to China. Maybe it was probably never in China.
Probably not.
But it'll end up there. But that's going to do it for this part of the video.
Yeah, on to the next thing, babe. It's only Monday. We were lucky. We have really good weather today.
I'm just depressed.
Why?
Thinking about what happened here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm blanked out. I'm thinking about, I got PTSD. Look at me, dude.
I know.
I rolled around this concrete transmission fluid. There must have been 17 gallons in it. I don't know where it kept coming from. Whoever's idea, this is dumb. They didn't put drain plugs on transmissions pans used back in the day.
Yeah.
They claim it was so people would change their filter, because you got to take the pan off to get to the filter. So that guy's a freaking idiot. Whoever came up with that idea, that guy's an idiot. Put drain plugs on all your transmissions, man. So that's it for that. I'm just ranting.
He's real down. You guys listen to him.
Yeah. There's part of this video she's going to have to edit out. I gave the most extreme cussing display.
I was cleaning the pool because we had to get the pool covered today. You know, we waited till November to get it closed up finally.
I like for all the leaves to fall before I put the cover on my pool.
Yeah, because he didn't vacuum it or skim it twice before we got on there. But it's on. It's over. This is out. It's been a busy day.
I'm just still mind blown.
I know, you're not even saying anything.
I don't know. I hope it runs. That's all. It'll run. The next time you see this thing, it'll be running. Well, I could probably start it right here.
That's a big statement.
But yeah, it'll run right now. This is good. It's still got oil in it. I could pour some gas down that carburetor, put the distributor back on it, the starter, and we could have it running.
No way.
Had that thing running over there, just spraying ether in the hole. They don't need a carburetor to run. It just helps it. All right, that's it. I'm going to clean up my mess.
On to the next.
Yep. You're going to get hurt if you go through there. Drive shaft. Woohoo! Transmission pan going back on. Got my block off plate. Got to tighten that up. Got Sammy in the shop, working on their little truck. She's gonna drive him to school in it, first day of school next year. First day of kindergarten, Mom's gonna drive up, no Jenny junkin'. Gonna roll up in front of the school. He's painting on it. Sam, he's got him a yellow marker. He's doing work. It'll scuff out. As long as he's taking the ice pick to it. Lost my nut. Where is it, you think? Dang, I think I would have just put it right here, but then maybe it fell out. I was drilling holes.
You could have
And then got swept up.
probably. I try not to throw that kind of
These are more pieces to the puzzle. Daggone, boys. Razor bolt for the win.
I'll do it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Found one, boys. Yep, there's another piece of puzzle done. What are we eating tonight?
enchilada.
You can get me anything you want. Where you at now? In there still? Should have used the impact. They're probably looking at me saying, why didn't you use the impact? I didn't want to smash the gasket. Probably smashed it anyway. But that's where my thought was. She's over there making a mess. Don't have that kiddie pool yet, do you?
No, I didn't. I was just sitting here thinking this is all for the dishes. I need to get a kiddie pool.
Kiddie pool, wet sander, trick. Spoiler. Almost ready for shifter cable. I don't think most of these people have even seen my shifter for this truck.
Oh, man.
It's something crazy. I went out on the crate. I spent a lot of money on it for a shifter. I mean, it was either spend $400 and have the same shifter everybody else had, or spend $800 and get this one. Those two there, I see it tight. All right. Man, hands on. Shifter brackets on. Gotta find out where this needs to go before I drill a hole in the floor.
I think we gotta name our Airbnb.
Well, what is it?
Well, I know what you're gonna name it, but I think we should call it South Fork 1.
South Fork. It is the southern
Yeah.
fork of our land.
And it was the original house on our homestead.
Dude,
What?
where can we get one of them pictures of Jacques made up like my grandpa?
Dude, I could get that done, no problem. I can do
Oh,
that.
I'm sure there's the ones of Jacques out there.
Yeah, we just have to
Daddy?
put his face on it, and we'll put it down there in the house. That's what's gonna happen.
Look here what's happening. We're getting parts. Parts that's been laying on the shelf are getting installed. As we're speaking about other things, this is happening. What you know about it?
I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you told these people about my ability to drive anything made?
I haven't, but
They need to know. But okay, well, now the shifter cable is mounted. That's more parts off the shelf right there, babe. Yep. This is the game of life puzzle. I'm gonna outrun everyone I've ever seen in my whole life with this truck. So they had a place here for a wastegate, and I thought that's just gonna get tore off, which this is probably gonna get tore off anyway. So I blocked this off, and I spent the extra money and put the wastegate up top between the manifold and the turbo. All right, well, that's two things. We got drive shaft installed. We got the pan back on. Got the shifter cable on. That's four things. I just did four things. We're getting there, man. It's really getting there. What's going on over here?
Just little sanding.
What kind? Ryan Sandberg?
Yeah.
Every time I hear code word, I try to think of someone famous.
The rusty kind of sanding. Smells like mouse.
Let me get in there and show them what you're doing.
Wow.
Somebody, look. They look how good they did it. They had it sandblasted and primered it, but not that panel. Which I don't even think that panel comes out. Maybe it does. I don't know. But
I don't know, but I did half this.
yeah.
And I started on this little piece. And
Yeah.
I put that door panel on over there.
So
That's on now.
we came up with the idea today to paint that truck using what painting we're going to do using strictly aerosol. Except maybe like we use frame paint whenever we go to paint the frame, but we're not even worried about that. People didn't paint their frames in the 70s, they just drove them.
So like we said, we're doing this on a budget, so we want people to see that anything is obtainable. So we're gonna paint it, like he said, and if we don't like it, we can repaint it. It's not that big of a
Yeah,
deal.
we're gonna reuse the wheels, we're gonna reuse,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we are. We've got something
Don't
special.
spoil that
I'm
yet.
not, I'm not.
But yeah, so $3,000 investment, and then the motor's sitting there. And I got all the bolts loose on what is that? That's the driver's side. I got all the manifold bolts loose on that. That's a big deal. No broken bolts. I'm gonna do the ones on the other side here in a few minutes. I'm gonna show you how I did it. I'm gonna show you my method to how I did it, and then you tell me what you think. But it worked on that side, so it's definitely gonna work on the other side. But we may have to put the motor right in the daggone way.
Well, I really need a kiddie pool. I really do, because I am making a mess, and we're not going to be. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. We might be out stuck in here. I need to get me an inflatable. Somebody ain't using it anymore.
Mommy, you want to see how big my monster truck shell is?
I do.
I don't have my butt crack hanging. There's really no angle for that. That beautiful smoothie always likes to pop out. Alright. I'm probably gonna fail in front of everybody, but man, my knees have been hurt. Alright, babe, here's my trick. Look.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can heat them, but if you heat the bolt's going to expand, which that's not going to help you get the bolt out. But what I like to do is I like to take the hammer, hit right on the bolt several times. Just jar that rust seal loose. It worked on the other side. So. Every bolt is a different size. Once you figure that out, yeah, so here we are. I think this will work. Got my old snap-on here. Oh yeah, see that?
Right, kind of way.
Right. Yep. Stock is oh yeah.
Easy.
Nice flow, dog. I do need a lift like that guy was talking about. When I was a 16-year-old kid, I would have rounded every one of these off, broke them off, been in a hurry. American dream.
Right.
Monster truck showing right now. Oh, it got me right in the knee. Look at that. Scrap pile. Oh. And there's your target. Remanufactured. Jasper. Remanufactured engine. I don't hate that. Alright. Got all those bolts out. Oh. That's real nice. That's real nice, dog.
Yeah. Looks like it'll fit right in there.
Oh, it will.
No problem.
Yep. It will. And it'll be reliable for years to come.
I'm excited.
Once we get it in there, it'll come to life. We'll put new plugs in it, new wires, new distributor, new intake, new valve covers, new gaskets. That's about all it'll need. We'll change the fluid and filter once we get it in. We'll jack it up, cool the pan, change the fluid, get drive shaft made, change rear end. Nothing to it. We're farther today than we were ever before.
It's true.
We gotta get this top dead center, which usually it's pointing this way. It'll get the water will come out of it once I power washed it, so probably need to get it running pretty quick. But it'll be all right. Sticks.
You think that the juice that's in a Kool-Aid jammer is the same thing that used to come in squeeze-its?
I don't know. I ain't good on them.
Wow.
I ain't up to date on that shit.
I'm just curious. Your opinion.
I have to think. I don't have one yet.
That came with a stink bug.
Stink bug,
For
man.
free.
He's probably been in there since the 80s.
No.
So this piece here, your slide-in yoke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you needed to buy one, you got in Jegs, they're probably $75, but we got the one off the old drive shaft. We'll save that. And then whatever rear end we put in it, we'll get a U-joint. We'll go and have a drive shaft made.
They love us there.
Yeah, it's not bad. But whatever.
Yeah.
I got a bunch done on that. We're gonna lower that down and put that, unbox that new part I got.
See how big my show is?
Yeah.
Mine.
Go in there and show them the show while I lower this down.
Yeah, Sammy's putting a monster truck show together
Yeah, I
for
got a
us.
nice collection of monster truck toys.
Oh boy. That's what he's over here doing. He always wants to work, and then all of a sudden he needs to be in the workout room. Look, tell us what you did. Tell us what you did.
I did a massive truck show.
A massive truck show. Wow.
But it's almost done. Guys, so
Wow.
it's almost done. So watch me work. But the guys there, so whenever.
How many cars do you have now? How many monster trucks do you have there?
3.5.
3.5? This, we don't have the shovel?
Got real lazy on me right there.
I ain't gonna make 16 shoes. I don't have to. Where am I going with that?
Right behind you. Keep it at that angle. Alright. You know, we need to invent something better than that. For sale. It's got good bones. I know what I got. Don't try to lowball me. There's plenty of memories to be made left.
Serious offers only.
Yeah. What do you think, Sammy? Think you'd go camping in it still?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, it's sad when you're laying under it 47 times, but daggone, we got the motor and transmission out, and it didn't cost me nothing but a few Sawzall blades and my time, which is precious, don't get me wrong. And it was tough, but it's out.
And we're one step closer.
Yeah,
You know? So that's what you guys got to see some of, and we've just been busy doing all kinds of things. So.
Yeah, we gotta get this out of here and get back to work, working on the red truck. A lot of people don't see that, but that's my.
We're talking about doing some recaps for everybody that wasn't around in the beginning and hasn't gone back to watch the old videos, so you can kind of see what we've got and what we're working with and where we started and where we're at. So.
Yeah. He's gonna do a little excavating when we finish up here. Looks like.
Yep.
And and that's really about it for this. We might start cranking them out, get more done, get more videos done. It inspires us. And let me tell you something, like being on this little short journey so far, it's really like, man, I can't say it enough. I say it every video, but like the people we meet and the things that happen to us day to day, someday we'll share it all with you, but it's building up and it feels great. And we are, my goal was to inspire people to work. She's working. My dad's rebuilding an engine from the bottom up. He ain't on film yet. You know, he's just in there silently cranking away, that's good. He's wanting to drive that Plymouth around for definitely when we have our car show.
Yeah, so
yeah.
That's coming up May 17th, 18th, 19th. So mark your calendars. We're gonna have tickets.
Yeah, I know we're talking about it early, like it's soon, but it's our first one, and we're trying to get the word out, and we want it to be.
We want to be able to gauge how many people we are going to have, so we can accommodate everything correctly and just make it a real smooth experience and fun for everybody.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So
we just want to get it in everybody's brains that if you're going to come, we're going to want to know.
So I think I could say this, I think, with confidence. For sure, unless something happens, but Hannah and Corey Wheat will be at the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Friday and Saturday. We talk to them a lot when they're not out there working like we are. We just talked to them yesterday. So they're coming. Our good friend Todd Johnson, he don't have YouTube, but he's got a heck of a thing going on. Shop Truck Gathering on Facebook. He puts on a nice car show. He's coming. Austin with AJP Custom says he's coming. A friend of ours, Adam and his wife, said they're coming. He's trying to get some. He's got one of the nicest internationals you'll ever see, Adam Spragan, and hopefully you get to see all that. Who knows who's going to be here? I'm trying to get Bo Duke. I'm trying to get Struggle Jennings, Jelly Roll. We're calling everyone we know.
Don't know.
Yeah.
What'll happen around here with us? We're wild cards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
we do a lot of talking to a lot of people.
We might burn a camper.
I know.
So that's what we're doing. It's dark, but it's only 5 o'clock. Yeah. So we're going to go in here and keep working. We wanted to film this. It sucked, but it's kind of fun. So if you ever do it, I'm not going to sit here and tell you anything positive. It sucks.
The mess is what he hated the most. The mess.
If you did this in your neighborhood, you would no neighbors would ever like you again.
No, it was a real mess.
Yeah. So.
But it is what it is. That
I got 2 more to do. We got a triple axle one with a 454 in it. I'm coming after you.
Oh, man.
And then we got a Dodge one with a motor that's got like 300 miles in it.
He's not lying, you guys.
So.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And get up, go outside, man. We team up. We get so much more done. Piles of smart parts were big or getting smaller, and we're just gonna start blasting it with paint. We really ain't looking for opinions. We're going to do it our own way.
Yeah,
I hope we like it when it's done.
We love imperfection. So
yeah,
if you don't like imperfection,
like
you're not going to like what we do.
Imperfected.
Oh, gosh. They know about it now.
Yeah. See, that's a whole episode in itself. But It's we're going to have a lot of things next year. We're going to show up hot and heavy with all this stuff running, and this is this.
Are you okay, Mom?
Majority
Yeah, we're good.
rules. So thanks for watching this episode of Piece of Grease. We're getting ready to reload on some shirts. We're going to get some big sizes in there. So we're going to get some 4X, some 3X, and a few other sizes, and hit us up. Those are coming. We're going to make the call tomorrow. So we enjoy you watching. And if you like it, we'll start doing one every day.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Would you watch every day?
Yeah. I quit my job just to entertain you people.
I'd love to do that.
I shut down $1 million electric company, state license. I did all the work in this area and was the best they'd ever seen, but I want to entertain. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to work on junk. So I retired, and here we are.
Yeah, the more that you guys watch, the more you share, subscribe, that's what keeps us going. So the more we can give to you. So here we
Is that
go.
a stink bug?
It probably is.
No,
Leaves.
it's just some
I was
rust.
blowing leaves today a lot.
You could tell. So, all right, thank you.
Thanks,
get back
guys.
to
We'll see
work.
you on the next one.